Hey guys, welcome back to Morgan Hill Farms. It is Labor Day weekend. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I took my girls out yesterday. They have really close birthdays, so I took them out shopping yesterday on Friday, and that was probably a mistake. I could not believe how many people were out shopping. You couldn't find parking spots. The traffic was horrendous. It was just kind of crazy. So I'm making sure that I'm staying home today and tomorrow and Monday. I'm not going back out again until everything kind of slows back down. But I'm down in the garden. I'm just doing a few things here and there. I don't have a huge amount of stuff right now going on other than some more starts that I've got going for fall. I'm kind of managing the fall things that I have already planted, making sure that there's not a lot of bug pressure. And of course, we're still harvesting quite a bit of peppers, okra, and then I do need to get my sweet potatoes out of the ground. As I've been down in the garden today, I've kind of been hemming and hawing for quite a while about a particular topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about with. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to come on and do it, but I decided, well, what the heck, I think it's actually important. And so let me just start and preface this video with saying that when I make videos that talk about things that are going on in the world or why I am growing this garden, which is for preparing and making sure that my family is provided for, or if I'm talking about political things or economic things, I know that it offends a lot of people. And the reason that I know this is that I might get an occasional comment about somebody saying, hey, you know, don't talk about this stuff, just show us the garden. But mostly what I can see is when I go on YouTube, because I'm a creator on there, there's an analytics which basically shows me all the data for every video that I have. And it shows me how many views I get, how many subscribers I might get per video. And typically I get anywhere between 10 to 600 subscribers per video, depending on how good the video does. But on these types of videos, I lose subscribers. I probably lose about 10 to 15 subscribers every video that I do when I speak about the world and preparing and things. So even though I am losing subscribers on these videos, I still feel very pressed to speak to you about these things. And so today I wanted to just kind of discuss that with you. I think that it's really, really easy to just kind of put our heads in the sand. It's funny, the other day Vinny had to annotate a speech by Patrick Henry. And in his speech, he's speaking to the colonial, or the colonists of Virginia, and basically telling them, you know, we've been under the thumb of the king. Everything that we have said to England has gone unnoticed. And so now it's time for the American Revolution. And he, you know, that was his speech, give me liberty or give me death. And he said to them, we have a tendency to look away and put our heads in the sand, in essence, to just listen to the sweet song of the sirens, although we know that they'll turn us into beasts. And that's so, so true in America right now. We have a tendency to just want to sit and be complacent and just do the things and go along this normal, easy life that's been created for us, just to continue purchasing things on Amazon and shopping and, you know, going on vacations and buying nice things, you know, nice purses and nice cars and all of these things. And we do that all the while our world around us is collapsing, but we don't even notice it. And so I just wanted to say today that it is not my intent to offend you or to make you upset or to make you click off my videos, but really my intent is to help you guys see what's happening, to show you that if I can come from 3 years or 4 years ago completely not being involved in politics, just kind of going about my daily life, not caring about anything going on in the world, to where I am today, where I find the need to grow our own food for our family and produce our own dairy and to be as self-sufficient as possible, because now I can see what's going on. I think that you guys can too. You know, even if you can't do it to the scale that I'm doing it, I think everybody can do at least something. Even if you have just a small apartment with a small little balcony, you know, you can do microgreens. You can start learning things. I mean, how many of us have kids or ourselves that eat fruit, right? You can take any of the peels or cores from those fruits and make your own vinegars. You can start making sourdough breads. You can start learning skills and things now, no matter where you are, whether you're on sprawling acreage or whether you're, you know, you have no backyard at all. I just think that it's so important for us to recognize what's happening, because you will be so thankful that you did when something happens, because it's not if, it is when. At this point, with the crazy amount of spending going on, you know, if you look at the stock market is not even mirroring what the economy is showing right now. You have, you know, what, like 1 million job losses in the last month, or almost 1 million. They have 818,000 jobs that they said that were created that never were. That's 1/3 of the jobs that they were talking about that had been created this past year that don't exist. We have a huge illegal immigrant problem. I don't know how many stores I went into yesterday, and the majority of people that I ran into didn't even speak English. And I'm not saying that they're all here illegally, because they may not be, but it makes me wonder, you know, it makes me wonder. And you think about all these extra people, either being provided services with your tax dollars, or just needing to go to the grocery store and buying food. You know, I mean, if there's 200 loaves of bread on the shelf and now there's 800 people in your town that need a loaf of bread, you know, how are we going to combat that when times get tough? Because don't think that someone else is going to give it to you, because they won't. At the end of the day, you know, we all need to put our families first. And that is why I prepare in such a way that I do. Like, I grow massive amounts of food, more than what we even need. But it's because if my elderly neighbors need it, or my friends need it, I want to be able to help them. Now, I can't give them everything, because then that would mean that my children weren't going to be provided for. But I can help them. I can talk to them. I can, you know, kind of help them to see a different view about what is going on, so that maybe they start feeling the need to prepare too. But I just wanted to come on today just to kind of share that with you guys and say, you know, it's not to offend you why I put these videos out. It's just to get you thinking about stuff, to let you know about things that I've come across, and also to inspire and motivate you to do something. Even if it's just the smallest thing, you know, even if it's just reading a book and learning something from that. I think that all of those things are going to be valuable in the future. And eventually you may find yourself in a place that you can start a garden, that you can have some containers, that you could put in a few raised beds, and then maybe even expand that. Because the more self-sufficient we are, the less reliant we are on, you know, food chains and government and everything else. Because let me tell you, the government is not for us. It really isn't. I mean, from everything that I see, the government hates me. They absolutely hate me, and they hate my family, and they hate my neighbors, and they hate my community, and they hate my state, and they hate our country. It's evident in everything that they do. And so I hope that you guys will, you know, give me a little grace, that you might listen to these videos, you know, might kind of, you know, just kind of take them in and see what you think, instead of just unsubscribing or just clicking off, because I think that this information is really important, even though we don't want to hear it, because we have been so conditioned to just be comfortable. Our great-grandparents worked very, very hard. Our grandparents worked very hard. Our parents a little less, and now us. I was never really taught to work hard, even though my parents did. I was never made to do that. And so now with my kids, you know, I don't want them just sitting down doing nothing all day and just being amused by a screen. I want them to learn the value of hard work. I want them to know how to provide for their families, how to grow food, what this type of bug is, what do we do in this case. I want them to have those skills so that if they need them for their families in the future, that they're there and they're available for them to pull from. And if they choose not to do those things, that's going to be their own prerogative. But at least I know that I've given that to them, and I've tried to contribute to their life in a positive way that's going to help them. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that brings a little understanding to why I don't just always show you videos of the garden and things that I'm doing, although I do try to share that, because I do want you guys to see and learn everything that I am doing and what I'm preserving and how I'm managing stuff, so that will help you if you are doing this as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next one.